Yo, what in Tarnation is this? Yo, if you have a group of people who are big fans of Tarn, are they called the Tarnation? Did I make that up, or somebody coined that, or is that just not cool and whacked? Oh, who cares? But anyway, this dude is super cool, and he is definitely not whacked. And my inspiration for making this dude was to try to make the fused emblem, the Cobra and the Decepticon emblem, which I think works out really great with Slitherfang and Tarn over here. And boy, did I like this guy. It's super duper easy to make, actually. I'm not even really sure we need the whole however many minutes it's going to take to describe, but just overhype on this guy right now. So first, hey, I just want to say hello. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you for showing up. Your time is super duper precious and valuable, and the fact that you've clicked that thumbnail and have gotten to this point in terms of the video, I truly do appreciate it and hope that you can stick around for the rest of it, or as long as you can, really. Hope to keep you all entertained, not just with this build, with all these other builds on the channel. Geez, what's wrong with me? If this is your first time, go ahead and check out the vault. There are a ton of videos there, and if you're into this stuff, you are going to be entertained. That is my promise to you. Hopefully. But yeah, like I said, this dude is Tarn. He has Slitherfang creating the fused Cobra and Decepticon logo. He's also using bits from Shattered Glass Jetfire, Shockwave, and also from Combiner Wars. Yeah, somebody. Two of the Combiner Wars guys. The black and the gray dude. I don't know what his name is, but yeah, it's from that guy. And I've always I'm on the under. I'm a big GI Joe fan as well. Not perhaps not as big as some really like Joe heads, but I don't even know what true GI Joe fans are called. But I did collect my fair share, and they were in our spot all the time, and I've always really liked the crossover, and I love the Cobra and the Decepticon fuse logo. And so when I saw his face, I was like, dude, I wonder if I could do something with Slitherfang. Dude, I can't even say Slitherfang without salivating and drooling at Slitherfang, but I guess that's appropriate, right? Considering slithery and all of that. Yeah, dude, he's so cool. He's so cool. And what's really neat is these guns that are native to Tarn that kind of branch out. They hold this thing in place. That's so cool. It holds it in position. And so, yeah, it's an all-in-wonder. And, dude, I love this guy. I love this guy. Not just his build, but Tarn is a phenomenal character. And or the toy. I don't know anything about the character. And when I was doing the unboxing, I kind of didn't pay enough attention to the different ports that he has. He has a ton of ports. And so it's really great for bot bending potential. Dude, I don't know what I ate. I drank a big cup of water, but I'm just super salivating right now. What's wrong with me? I need a bib. But yeah, this dude's super cool. This dude's super duper cool. Speaking of GI Joes, dude, back in the day, dude, when I was coming up, we were super broke, and there used to be broken GI Joes all the time where people would discard them and stuff. And I used to fix these guys. I used to pop them open, put in a rubber band in there, and because the rubber band would break really frequently. And I'd repair Joes. Discarded ones I'd keep, or sometimes I'd fix them for other people. But another thing that I was able to figure out actually is that the knee, the calf of the GI Joe, there's a peg through the knee joint, and you can pop that peg through, and you can actually just adhere the calf directly to the hip joints, and they just look like these tiny soldiers basically. And so my brother and I, we would just have a bunch of leftover parts, either from our stuff or from other people's collection that they'd given away, and we would create these little mini soldiers that resemble Cotton Hill. Y'all watch King of the Hill, this really short dude. And dude, my brother would hustle him, and he'd sell him to kids on the street, and he'd find buyers and bring them by. They'd even bring their custom parts, and we'd work some magic and come up on some dough, because like I said, we were super broke. And so my brother, the entrepreneur and hustler at such an early age, and it was really fun times. Yeah. Anyway, it's a really sweet memory that I suddenly had. I love my brothers so much. Yeah, they're so cool. They're like my best friends, and I wish I could spend more time with them, but unfortunately we live kind of far apart, and they got their families and they're doing their thing, But it's good to have loved ones, whether they're your family or your friends or your pets or just an environment or something. It's good. It's good to have loving and caring relationships. It's kind of our makeup as human beings, to be social creatures and to have a network and a community of folks and stuff like that. And so, if anything, and I'm not trying to do a shameless plug or anything like that, but hey, I think we have a community here, right? We have a community of artists, people who are free spirits, a niche in the community who not only like Transformers, but also like fan moding, who like just, creativity, make-believe, and all sorts of fun stuff. And so I'd like to think that we have a community here. Yeah. And so, yeah, I hope you think the same. I hope you think the same. And I hope you're having fun watching these videos, and you definitely don't feel that it's a waste of your time, because like I said, that is precious, precious currency, the most precious currency that cannot be generated by any means whatsoever. And so your time is valuable. So again, thank you for being here and spending that time with me and him. Okay, and to just kind of go into the build, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like all over the place right now. It is the end of the day at work, but man, I got some juice in me. I don't know what it is. No caffeine either. I'm feeling good though. And so over here we have the feetsies from Shockwave. These are the aerial bot stuff that are just plugged in, and these are just plugged into the side of Tarn's legs. There's kind of a cavity, an empty cavity there, and that's why I actually had this. But looking back on it, I do love the motif of the double barrels, and then you got the double barrels over here. So I really like how that theme basically carries through. Very, very big fan of that. And on his forearms, you just have this shattered glass Jetfire arm armors appropriately plugged in. The purple and the black work great with this build, obviously. And these are just Tarn's native guns. However, the holes where you plugging them in, they're very, very shallow, so they'll tend to come off kind of easily. But just looking at this in terms of like on your shelf or something, yeah, this guy's gonna pop. He's definitely gonna pop. That back bit is native to Tarn, and you're just plugging in the Slitherfang right there, and then you're bringing it over his head. And these two guns basically are holding this thing in place. Perfect. I love when stuff like that happens, almost as if the fan-moding gods, Toy God himself or herself or themselves have willed it. And so, yeah, I'm like squealing inside like when these happen. Like, oh, I'm getting super hype. But yeah, like I am right now inside. Hella effervescence, like bubbling and giggling and just so hype and excited about having cool toys, which I'm feeling very, very blessed to be able to afford. And yeah, feeling all sorts of goodness inside. Yeah. That's really about it. This dude was super duper easy to make, and explaining him probably just could have taken like 30 seconds or something like that, but just an opportunity to kind of break bread with you all and talk about toys. And yeah. So hope you have enjoyed. Well, we're coming up on 8 minutes, and it's 7:37 right now, and I'm told that actually 8 minutes is like some type of golden number. I have not a YouTube consultant, but a mentor, I guess. And he says like 8 to 10 minutes actually is the golden rule for smaller creators. Like if you're not creating these like long documentary type things, 8 to 10 minutes is what you should strive for. So just going to let it run to 8 minutes, which is about right now. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And I appreciate all of your support, whether it's on IG, YouTube, and for the small audience on TikTok. I really should pay more attention to those cats. But yeah, for any of your supports through viewing, sharing, or commenting, thank you very, very much. And let us wrap and break bread again another time, okay? Be safe out there. Bye.